What's up, everybody? Happy New Year's Eve. This is going to be another auction update for you. I like going through these records, but if I don't know a lot about them, sometimes I kind of feel like I'm wasting my time talking about them, but maybe you guys know some of these bands. So first up, though, in the background, a little curveball for you all. I'm not a huge rap fan, but I do enjoy some rap, which I'm guessing some of you do out there. So my favorite rap album of the year so far, and I haven't listened to a ton of rap, so take this with a grain of salt, but Freddie Gibbs and Madlib with Bandana. I first discovered Freddie Gibbs back in 2014 when him and Madlib coincidentally got together for Pinata. Great rap album. I still listen to that one to this day. And they collaborated again. I think I listened to one song on the internet before it came out, and I immediately went out and bought it. Comes with some little inner sleeve here, not inner sleeve, but an insert talking about the samples that are used on some of these songs. But this is just, if you're a fan of old school rap, which that's what I grew up on. I'm not the mumble rap that seems to be so popular today. Freddie Gibbs is the rapper in this case, and Madlib is the gentleman providing the beats, and I think he may have produced this as well. Pusha T's on here, Killer Mike, huge fan of both of those guys. Anderson .Paak, so. But yeah, this album's like 15 songs, every one of them are great. Some rappers could take some lessons from Freddie Gibbs and Madlib. They collaborate here and there. I think Madlib performs as MF Doom, maybe, or Mad Villain. Not a huge fan of that output, but anytime Freddie Gibbs and Madlib get together, it's an immediate buy for me. I have listened to some other rap throughout the year, and this one still stays with me, so be sure to check out Bandana. Great stuff. So we're going to get into the auction here. Continuing the auction, I should say, with some more 7-inch records. I'm trying to get through all these this week. I'm almost there. First up, we have a few records. It looks like maybe from Hazel O'Connor. I don't know who this is. Again, based on everything that's I've pulled out of here so far, I'm guessing it's some kind of old school punk rock. Nothing too exciting there, but and by the way, this song, I think it's freestyle or half man, half cocaine. I don't know, but this song is great. Another Hazel O'Connor, Writing on the Wall. Going with some guessing punk rock here, black vinyl. Nothing too shocking there. Next up, Dr. Feelgood, Milk and Alcohol. This is like a picture of a Kahlua bottle. Coincidentally, I had some Kahlua about a week ago. This has nothing to do with Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood, just so you know. I know most of you know about Dr. Feelgood from Motley Crue, white vinyl. This is a band called Dr. Feelgood, so I don't know if Motley Crue may have borrowed that title from these guys, but curious to check that out. Slaughter and the Dogs. 7-inch You're Ready Now and Runaway. I have heard of this band. This came out in 1979. I'm pretty sure it's old punk rock, but I don't remember what they sound like, so I'm going to check that out. More Susie and the Banshees, Cities and Dust. If you've seen my other videos, this person was apparently a very huge Susie and the Banshees fan. I'm going to guess this is black vinyl, which it is. I don't know much about Susie and the Banshees, but there you go. Dead Drunk. It says it's hardcore punk up here based on there's a Rat Bastards, rat droppings on the back, black vinyl, some stuff on the inside here that might clue me in. It's one of those fold-out 7-inch. So Dead Drunk, it's a split. Looks like this is the information on Dead Drunk. And this is information on Rat Bastards. Not familiar with either band. but we'll check it out. Cool, DIY, little black and white fold up. Pretty cool. Next up, we have The Damned. They were in one of my previous videos as well. White Rabbit. That's isn't that a? I think White Rabbit is a Jefferson Airplane song, I think. And Rabbit Over You. I have to check it. Oh yeah, it says right here, I think. White Rabbit, Grace Slick wrote the song, so it's either probably, this came out in the 80s, so this is probably a Jefferson Airplane song, so pretty cool little 45 there, black vinyl. The Revios Midnight. I don't know if this is a Spanish band, Revelos or Revios. The two L's there, black vinyl. I'm not familiar with this band, came out in 84. And another, this says Rezios. So I don't know, R-E-Z and R-E-V, these two, I don't know if they're the same band or what's going on here. This is on Sire, different record labels, I think. So this has Cold Wars and Flying Saucer Attack and Twist and Shout. So check that out. More Hazel O'Connor, Give Me an Inch, from her self-titled album, or no, from Breaking Glass, from the album Breaking Glass. Again, not familiar with Hazel O'Connor, but I'll give her a quick spin. The Dickies, fairly familiar with the Dickies. Silent Night and Sounds of Silence on white vinyl. Pretty fitting. We just had Christmas a few days ago, and looks like we've got some guy has his wife as a Christmas present wrapped up as a Christmas present on the front cover there. Interesting. Old school punk rock. The Undertones, been in some previous videos too. It's Going to Happen with Fairly in the Money Now. I'm not too familiar. I got 2 copies of this for some reason, so I'll have to sell one of those or both if I don't like it. But yeah, this cover looks slightly yellow, so it might just be a little faded from the sun. This is Toya, Bird in Flight and Tribal Look. Black vinyl. Again, no idea who this is. I apologize. I hate just showing enough records without giving any context, but that's part of the fun of going through these things. This is another Dr. Feelgood album, 45. It's got She's a Wind-Up and High Rise. We'll check them out, but again, has no relation to Motley Crue, at least not that I know of. Public Image Limited, Flowers of Romance. I have heard of these folks, but I don't remember. They came out of the ashes of a band, and I don't remember which band that was, but black vinyl. Nothing too exciting there. They were on Virgin Records, pretty popular label. Just Fade Away. This is from Stiff Little Fingers. Black vinyl. Excuse me. The back is pretty. It's kind of weird. This is a, see up here, this is a 33 1/3 45, not a 45, a 7-inch. Most 7 inches are 45 RPMs, so 33 1/3 is kind of odd for a 45, but we'll check them out. Next up, we've got, looks like Sham 69, If the Kids Are United, which I'm familiar with. Sham 69, good old school punk rock, along with Sunday Morning Nightmare. I'm not familiar with these songs. Came out in 78, 79. Polydor Records. Very cool. Looking forward to checking that out. A lot of these bands I heard at one time in my life, and need to revisit some of this stuff. Sex Pistols, From the Great Rock and Roll Swindle. My Way. Pretty sure this is just going to be a black vinyl, as most all these are. Everybody knows who the Sex Pistols are, even if you're not a punk rock fan. So, F.E.A.R. Now we're getting into some good shit. Anthrax, And surprise, surprise, this feels very thick. And see what we got going on here. So this is a fold-out 7-inch. F.E.A.R. are a great band. If you've never, I might link below if you've never seen them on Saturday Night Live. This looks like a little book too. They were on Saturday Night Live and a pit broke out. I think the story goes John Belushi was a huge F.E.A.R. fan, just like their attitude and their lyrics and Yellow, F.E.A.R., Grow Your Own, and Hagar the Womb, Anthrax. I'm not sure what this entails, but I'll dig into it. But F.E.A.R. were great. You know, they Beef Bologna, great song. Let's Have a War. Pretty sure that was F.E.A.R. Sacred Reich did a great version of that song, by the way, back in the day. Looking forward to listening to this to see what is actually on it. It's hard to, with all this writing and stuff. I don't know if this is a split between two bands with F.E.A.R. or what, but I'm looking forward to checking it out. Always been a huge F.E.A.R. fan. Just good old school punk rock. Don't really care if they offend people. Used to be the way it used to be before everyone got all sensitive. Last but not least, this is a box set from Lost and Found Records. There's 5 45s in here. White Flag, Impatient Youth, United Mutation, Bored Youth, and the Meatmen, who I am mostly familiar with. Meatmen down here. Songs for the Meatmen. I've Got a Problem, Orgy of One, Meatmen Stomp, I'm Glad I'm Not a Girl, Tooling for Anus, great song, and One Down, Three to Go. If you don't know what that is about, if I remember right, One Down, Three to Go was around, which was the first Beatle to die? Was it John Lennon? I don't know. Anyway, whichever one died, Tescovy wrote a song saying, hey, 1 down, 3 to go. Offended a lot of people. It's great. So the first one, Bored Youth. Looks like these all have colors. So there's a red 45. I'm familiar with the label. Excuse me, Lost and Found, but not Bored Youth. Looking forward to checking that out. And if I didn't show this already, there's a little piece of paper on the bottom here. Pretty cool. Kind of weird talking about old school punk rock and having this in the background, but still cool. Here's the Meatmen. Looking at a white vinyl. Looks like this is their second demo of 1981. White Flag, Within You, Without You. Gen Nazis. I'm not sure that means destroy Nazis or something like that. Yellow vinyl. These guys, this came out, as you can see, in West Germany, so Nazism was a big deal back then. Impatient Youth. Green vinyl. And United Mutation. This has a lot of songs on it, so it might be 30-second punk rock tunes, and this is on blue vinyl. So that is it for this edition, y'all. Thanks for checking out my auction updates. Try to put some links below to some of these bands for both of us, so I can check them out and you can check them out if you're familiar with these bands. And there's any stuff you think I should go check out, please let me know in the comments, and I will check y'all later.